Hi everyone, I'm excited to share with you how to influence your kids. As parents, we give rules to our children and we think rules will influence them. But Dr. Josh McDowell says no. Rules without relationship leads to rebellion. I like to put it this way. Boundaries without bonding is boundaryless. You see, relationship matters. We need to first build relationship with our children, and then when we give them rules, they will listen, they will obey. Relationship plus rules is influence, and that's what we like to do. We'd like to influence our children. Diane Dempster said this: when the parent-child bond is strong, then your ability to parent and influence is magnified. So how do you build a relationship with your kid? Here are some building blocks I'd like to share with you. Firstly, children need your availability. That is your time. When you spend time with your children, this gives them a sense of importance. Somebody said, the way you spell love to your child is Time. So make time for your child. Make time when you engage with them. When they're little, you can play with them. As they grow up, other activities that they may be interested in. Go to their school events. Go to their sporting events. I remember a story of a hero, a rugby hero. He was so famous. He came out that change room to play, and the stadium was full of supporters. All were applauding his appearance, but he just scanned that rugby stadium. He was looking for his dad. He missed his dad. You see, his dad never attended any of his sporting events. And even as a hero for others, as a grown adult, he still missed his dad. That's what time means to your child. You'll never forget. Kevin Heath said this: in the end, kids won't remember that fancy toy or game you bought for them. They will remember the time you spent with them. Secondly, a child needs acceptance. That means unconditional love. When they receive that, they will have a sense of belonging. Every child needs unconditional love. Stephanie Marston said this: unconditional love is loving your child for who they are, not what they can do. So we need to be very careful not to compare our children with the other siblings or with our neighbors or family, friends, and relatives. Each child is unique. Accept them as they are. Thirdly, our children need affection, physical touch. Now, when I think about physical touch, I think about Gary Chapman's love languages. Yes, a child has a love language too, but every child, when they are born, they want to be held. I think there's an experiment that I read about babies born in a hospital, and when they separated some of the babies who were not touched, many even died. Touch, the power of touch, is so important to children. This gives them a sense of lovability. Hug them, kiss them. They thrive when they receive affection. Even as they grow up, appropriate, holding hands, hugging, kissing. I mean, in the teens, they don't want to be hugged in public by their parents. They feel embarrassed. But you can give them a high five in public, right? Or in private. Just hug them. You know, a 16-year-old girl, especially, she needs a loving touch of a dad. Some teenage girls, they want to sit on the lap of their dad while the dads are watching TV. I mean, they just thrive with this affection, even in old age. Fourthly, affirmation. Every child needs encouragement. This will give them a sense of self-worth. So be an encourager. Here are some positive affirmations You can say to your children, you can say things like this: you can do hard things. I'm so proud of you. I believe in you. You are brave enough to try. Your brain grows stronger every day. You make me laugh. Learning is your superpower. You make others smile. You have great ideas. Fifthly, appreciate them. Every child needs appreciation. Compliment them. This will give them a sense of significance. Be a cheerleader instead of a criticizer. Now, I'd like to share a personal story of mine. When my son, he was in high school many years ago, my relationship with him was very strained. Whenever I engaged with him, he would resist. He would detest my approach. I mean, I used to tell him, Josh, I want to have a word with you. Now, especially when I get a complaint from his mom, I said, right, have a seat. Let's talk. Wow. He detested those moments. When he get his school report at the end of the term, when I see a ring and he failed a subject or so, I said, right, Josh, sit. We need to talk. He detested those moments. And one day his mom complained to me and said, Josh showed disrespect. You need to talk to him. I said, right, Josh, sit. Wow. He put his head down. He folded his arms and he just showed me disrespect, that he just wanted to just get away. He didn't reply to my questions. I felt hurt. I thought, well, I couldn't even talk to my son. I can't talk to him. I actually pondered about this a lot. And I said, where did I go wrong? I asked God, in fact, God, where did I go wrong? And then it dawned upon me, my approach was absolutely wrong. You see, my son was so used. Whenever his dad approached him, it always was criticizing, negative, chopping him down. He detested his dad so much when his dad said, right, let's sit and talk. When I thought about all this, I felt ashamed and guilty. And I said, okay, how can I rectify this? You see, I couldn't talk to my son. What I decided to do, write him a letter. I thought about all the good qualities he possessed. Would you believe? I completed one page, I went on to the second page, and I was going on to the third page of all the good qualities. And then only 2 lines, you need to show more respect to your mom. When I gave my son that letter, after he had read it, his whole attitude changed towards me. And that improved our relationship so much. Today, he's 37 years old. And do you know, he still has that letter. He treasures it. And so I've learned to be a good finder, not a fault finder. I need to be a cheerleader, not a criticizer. And the last building block, friends, is accountability. This gives them a sense of responsibility. We need to hold our children accountable for their actions, where they are, what they've been up to, so that they know they'll have to give an account. Some children are out of the house, and one boy said, my parents don't even know where I am. They don't even know what time I will ever return. I wished they would care. I wished they would care about me. He felt like that. So, friends, I hope that you will strive to build relationships with your children. Use these building blocks. I'm convinced when you use these building blocks, you will experience a better relationship with your kids. Because relationship plus rules is influence. So remember to like us and smack that bell and subscribe so that you'll be notified when our next video is uploaded. Check out our website, the Brightstar website. Address will come on the screen if you're interested in more products. Thank you. Bye.